I've been hearing rumours for years and years about massive fish coming out of this lake. Apparently the pike get well into the double figures. It's hardly ever fished because it's on a private caravan site. You do actually have to be staying on the caravan site to fish here, which is why I've never been able to fish here before. I've booked a caravan to stay in, which is going to be interesting, going to be a good laugh. But the main reason for that is that I want to fish this lake, so I'm going to make the most of it and try and get a huge fish on the bank and try and see if these rumours are true. Wow! Wow! So in terms of bait fish, I don't actually know that much about this lake, apart from the fact that there's supposed to be a lot of small perch. And because of this, we're going to try and match the natural bait in the water, and we're going to choose a fox rage wounded perch. This is super realistic. I've caught some nice fish on this before, and the paddle tail just goes like mad in the water. Right, first cast with this perch. Oh, I cannot wait for this. You can never go far wrong with matching the hatch, so to speak, can you? As well as me being so excited about this venue, I'm also really excited about this rod. This is brand new from Rigged and Ready. I'll tell you a little bit more about this when we get back to the caravan tonight, but for now I'm going to really try and focus on getting this perch in front of a monstrous pike. I've just had a big pike follow me right into the side twice then. It's there, just had a look again. First proper sign of fish, and it looks a decent one. Oh, that fish, I'm a bit gutted about that, to be honest. I'd have loved to have seen that one on the bank. I didn't see exactly how big it was, but it was the biggest pike I've seen in quite a long time. Oh, fish on, there we go. Yes, get in. Come on. Now we've just got to see if it's a big one or not. Maybe this is a good fish, actually. Maybe this is a good fish. Oh, come on, this is actually tugging a bit, to be fair. Could this be the huge fish we came here for? I've not seen it yet. Yes, we've got it. Right, before we have a look at this fish up close, we're giving it a rest. And I'm also going to give it a quick weigh. 14.3 in the net. Look at that, first double of the year. Absolutely spectacular fish. This is what we came here for. Look at that. This fish is so fat. Not the most gracious releases, but it's back. Just gonna whiz back to the lodge, give you a quick tour and show you exactly what's so special about this new rod. So this is it, this is the lodge. As you can see, we've got a nice little kitchen area, bit of a tea and coffee station too. Already done a food shop for the next couple of days. What have we got on telly? We had a bit of Come Dine With Me on over there. Sitting room table, laptop, lake view, which is pleasant. Yeah, it's a really nice place actually, to be honest. It's completely exceeded my expectations. If only the weather was a bit nicer, I could have sat out here. In fact, maybe I will for my cup of tea that I'm about to have. So this new rod I've been so keen to show you is the Rigged and Ready Predator Max. So much like with all these Rigged and Ready rods, they come in a really solid protective case. This one is made specifically for predator fishing, like mostly pike, but you can also fish for salmon, bass, pollock, that kind of thing. And then those are the main sections. So you've also got this extender section here, which just slots in between the handle and this bit, which makes it a lot longer, which is perfect for when you fish in places like big lakes. So these are the two tips it comes with. With this tip, you've got a max cast weight of 40 or 45 gram, and with this tip, you've got a max cast weight of 90 gram or 100 gram, depending on if you're using this extender section or not. And another thing that makes this unique is this micro trigger here. It means you can use a fixed spool, which you saw me using today, just slots on like that, or you can twist it around and you can slap a bait caster on there, and I might actually do that tomorrow. As much as I'd have loved to have headed back out fishing, I had to take the old ball and chain out for a meal. Alarm was set for early doors in the morning and hopes were high for another decent fish. Well, good morning folks, I've literally just rolled out of bed. It's about 6 in the morning, 15 minutes until sunrise. I'm not normally one for an early start, but I thought this opportunity is a little too good to miss. I'm going to get out there really early. It's freezing cold, but hopefully I'm going to get rewarded for the early start. Just get my rod built. Oh, what a lovely, nice, calm morning. It's been really windy up until now. Take a quick look at this. See this ledge? Oh, nearly slipped over. See this ledge here? Right the way around both sides. It drops off so deep just the other side of there. Gets even deeper when you lash it out there as well. Got a couple of kingfishers flying around. Pleasant morning. The only way it could be better, I suppose, is if we had a nice 20-pound pike on the bank. Well, what a lovely morning it is. I mean, I do wish I got up half an hour earlier because I'm absolutely starving. When I woke up, I was half expecting it to be dark, but it was light, so I didn't have time for my Weetabix. Fish on, fish on. Oh, I think. Oh, that feels like a good one. That feels like a good one if that is a fish. That's a fish, yes. That does feel heavy. That feels heavy. Wow. Wow. That's a nice one, that. So lightly hooked though, I think. I'm not sure it even knows it is hooked. It's just chilling there. What's it doing? Predicting? Yeah, we're about to kick off. Oh my days. Oh, the adrenaline. Is that even gonna fit in my net? Is that even gonna fit? No! No, it's come off! No! Oh no! No! I am heartbroken. I could have just lost a PB at the net there. I know what you're all gonna say. I should have just gone for it with the net, and I agree. I don't know why I was messing about. Proper fannying about there. Oh, I am gonna regret that one for a very long time. Oh, I feel like such a fool. What a fish that was. It was so heavy. I don't know what it was doing though. It hardly even... It was looking right at me and it was just there. Such a schoolboy error. What on earth's that? Someone's left some perfectly good golden syrup down here. Now that has just given me an idea. Now you've heard of scented lures before, haven't you? I genuinely don't see why this won't work. Oh, there we go. Look at that. A nice golden shower. Well, I have to say I got pretty high hopes for my new strategy. I mean, it just seems like fate, doesn't it? That there's just a bit of golden syrup there, just waiting to be slathered on my wounded perch. Now, if this works, I'll be both very surprised and not surprised at all. If you do want to learn more about golden showers and other expert fishing tips, make sure you subscribe to the channel. So I'm just having a little wander around the more abandoned side of this lake where there's no holiday lodges or anything like that, so I shouldn't be bothered by anyone, but I'm hoping there's going to be somewhere for me to get down to fish because, yeah, bank access is not good at all. I mean, I'm lucky that the place we can fish is really deep. It's just one sort of long stretch where there's a big deep ledge, but for now I've got all this bush to whack my way through and try and find somewhere else to have a few chucks. Problem with fishing this place is there's only a couple of like designated fishing areas and they're all quite small. Oh, it's just so exciting being able to fish here. The best part about it is knowing that literally any fish I hook could easily be a PB. It's not every day you get this kind of fishing experience, is it? Here we go, this looks like a nice little opening. Might be a little tricky to cast around here because of all the trees, but gonna give it a go. Casting into the sunset. Well, I fished on and on until it got dark without another bite to show for it. I worked up quite the appetite and lucky for me I had something special waiting at home. There we go, the HelloFresh delivery box is here. Have to say it's very useful after being fishing all day that I'm not going to have to do any meal prep. I also want to thank HelloFresh for being so kind as to sponsor this video. For those of you that don't know how HelloFresh works, you just go online, you choose your dishes and you order it and it comes all ready. What's your fancy for dinner tonight then, Georgia?
Oh, that looks really good actually.
Creamy honey and mustard chicken.
Yeah. I know you've got your eye on the Rogan Josh.
Yeah, I have to say I've had my eyes on the beef meatball Rogan Josh. So we've got all our ingredients listed there on the right. Well, my culinary skills are quite limited. These instructions are very easy to follow, so let's get cracking. Well, I've had a Rogan Josh before, but I've never had Rogan Josh meatballs, and that's one of the good things about HelloFresh is you end up trying so many different things that wouldn't otherwise be in your weekly rotation. I do hate wasting stuff, and it is so good that all these ingredients come sort of perfectly portioned out so nothing has to go in the bin. Everything's cooking really nicely now, and I have to say it smells amazing. If any of you are fancying getting involved in this HelloFresh stuff, I'd highly recommend it. They've been very kind enough to offer us a special deal. Adventure 60 gets you 60% off your first box and 20% off for the next 2 months. Well, I'm back down at the lake, it's another day, and after the events of the last few days, I'm just so keen to keep on fishing here because I can tell if I do put the time in, something really special is going to happen. Anyway, I thought I'd have a bit of a tactic change. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swap my rod over from fixed spool to bait caster. There we go, all ready to go, but I'm also going to swap the tip. So I'm going to take this max 100 gram cast weight tip out. I'm going to get the tip out that casts a maximum of 45 grams, but this one's a bit longer. Just slip that into here and then I'm going to get some smaller lures on that I'm going to be able to cast a lot further out. So as you can see, we've got plenty of options in here, but because I still need that weight to get down to the bottom, I'm going to go for this Weston shad tease. It's got a 15 gram jig head on, nice stinger hook. Hopefully this is going to work a treat. Right, time to have a cool. Whoops, I nearly slipped over then. Look at that. Well, I have to say, after having a few casts with this, it feels like an absolute dream to use with a bait caster. Really, really impressed. Right, it's the last few hours of the last day now. I've topped up my supply of golden syrup and I'm really hoping that this is going to guide me to another good fish. Well, you may well think I've lost the plot with this, and you could be right, but who'll be laughing when we catch a fish, eh? Fish on, fish on. There we go, there we go. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, it's quite lightly hooked. Learned my lesson. And we've got it, come on. Yes. Let's get a quick weight. I know my net's about 1.5 pounds. About 10.2. Now that makes this fish about 8.5 pounds. Not very long, but seriously fat. Not the huge fish we came here for, but it's always nice to be catching a fish like this. What an absolute beauty. And what a way to finish off this caravan site campaign. Last couple of hours of the trip, I can't believe this has happened. Another fish for all my efforts. Off it goes. As always, thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you here for the next one. I'll catch you down the road.